everyone, I hope you can hear me. Hi, I hope everything's doing great with you guys, and I hope you're doing amazing. I hope your day is going well. If you're back from work, I hope you're resting. If you are just chilling and you're enjoying summer break, I hope you're just having a great day. Today I had this idea, and I wanted to use my trusty cat tarot today because I was thinking we should have something more lighthearted today, something that picks us up a little bit. And those of you that are here for this reading, I'm just gonna say this is meant for you. This is going to be a reading overall. I was thinking, what is it called? What are you not seeing overall? What is it in your life that you feel like something's missing? Sometimes it might feel like something's missing. You feel like you're not seeing something correctly. And here in this reading, we're gonna see if Spirit can allow some of that to be revealed. So enough with the talking. And of course, if something else comes out, then that is kind of out of my control. That is Spirit taking control of the reading, if it is something that you are meant to hear. But I'm glad you're here. Oh, there was. Wait, was that the devil? Oh my god, that's kind of scary. No. The devil wanted to come out, but it went back in the deck. So I wonder if there are temptations that you don't want to admit. I wonder if you feel guilty of something. Alright. So what? Oh my god. Are we taking reversals? We're not taking reversals today. I am currently low-key kind of uncomfortable with reversals recently, so I feel more confident reading regular. What is it that our collective here is not seeing? Spirit, what is it that the collective... And the devil comes out anyway, that's crazy. Look. She's here, she's making an appearance. Death, damn. We have major arcanas coming out. We also have, I believe that's the Three of Cups. There is some sort of proposal, maybe a third party. So what that means is, could be literally like a third person. It could be an option, a third option that you have in the back. It could be second thoughts of something. It looks like there's some sort of change happening, but initially I heard that it is your choice, that you're doing this change due to circumstances that are out of your control, and as a result, the choices that you have made due to whatever is happening in your life that have been out of your control, you choose the next step. Alright, but what is it about this situation that you are not seeing? I wonder if it's the fact that it's a new step in your life. I wonder if it's... if this is resonating, I actually want to do something real quick. If that energy is resonating, stay tuned. Spirit, can we give a main idea of whatever is happening in the overall situation? Oh, we got cups again. Movement, a lot of change. Oi! So a lot of change, a lot of movement, a lot of almost, I feel like you have emotions right now coming out where it feels like the only way you can control whatever's happening in your life is just like, you just have to scream, you know? And it's like, nothing's going the way you want it. Yeah, that makes sense. That does make sense. Whatever it is, something happened definitely out of your control. And it looks like, well, I think ironically, because we're asking what is it something that you're not seeing? That is the initial question. And I think what's ironic is the fact that you're probably not seeing the fact that it is literally out of your control, but I think you're realizing that. But okay, it looked, because it's interesting, with the Three of Cups that came out, the little cat, the one cat was minding his own business and the other cat was not eating. We have, this is the Six of Cups. It's the same situation. It really is. It feels like no matter what you do, the same thing happens, and it's almost like it's out of your, just kind of like aggression. It's like, oh, what do I do? You're just like, you could be fidgety recently. Yeah. Feel like you're distracting yourself with whatever's on your mind. Knight of Swords. It's giving Chariot for sure. It's giving a lot of change. It's giving this is like, I feel like you're so desperately trying to express the fact that you're trying so deeply and so hard to move towards what you want, and no matter what you do, nothing's working out the way you want it to. This is like a point in your life where I think I heard challenge. It feels like Spirit is low-key challenging you, and I don't know if it's, I don't know if that's how you feel, or if that's what Spirit is saying. It seems like you're wanting to assert your dominance in whatever situation that's happening, and no matter what you do, literally no matter what you do, it's just not happening. Whatever's happening, it's out of your control. Like, no matter how hard you try to reap the fruits of your labor, it's almost like you feel like you don't deserve it. It's gone to the point where you feel like you don't deserve it because you're not getting what you want, and you're trying so hard. What? Okay, I understand. Spirit, what is it about this situation? We keep having cards being hidden. If you're coming from my previous reading, and that resonates, hi. We have, that is not reversed, there we go. What is it that Spirit, what is it that our viewers, that card, I love how that card decides to come out anyway, and death comes out anyway. That is so funny. I just love how Spirit does that. Little coincidences. Spirit's like, no, death, yeah. It appears to be that you are trying to so desperately move forward towards something, and what you're not recognizing is that the reason why you're not moving forward is because you genuinely have to put an end to these patterns. You have to put an end to this chapter in your life, which is it's created by patterns in your life. It's created by behaviors, your approach to life. If you keep doing what you're doing and it's not working, you have to try something different. And I think that's literally what Spirit is trying to explain to you, and you're not listening. It feels like Spirit is genuinely wanting to give you your fruits that you deserve. But you have to let go of the past, whatever's happened. And that's why you have to move forward. That's why you have to start something new. And it's gonna feel scary. And everything new feels scary, you know? It's understandable. But the thing is that you have to recognize is just because you're starting something new doesn't mean that you're losing a part of yourself. It surely does feel that way, right? Because once you're moving towards a new chapter in your life, you have to it feels like you have to start over. But really, you are yourself. You are still that inner child moving through each phase in your life, and you're holding yourself through, and you have to tell yourself it's going to be okay. The way Spirit is trying to explain to you, everything's going to be okay. You're still going to have what you deserve at the end of the day. You're still deserving of whatever you want at the end of the day. You just have to let go of your habits. You have to let go of the behaviors that are unhealthy. I wonder if you can still see my crystals if I move them. Well, the cards are more important at the moment. It's okay. It's okay. Because I think we need more information. I think we need more information. And what is it, honestly, Spirit? That's so cute. I was like, you deserve to reap the fruits of your labor. And it, like the cat, they look like little berries at the moment. I know they're flowers, but I think this is a moment where you have to just adventure. You need to allow yourself to adventure and experience things in a new lens, experience things from a different perspective. What that means is whenever you're walking down one path and you repeatedly walk that same road, let's say you walk home from work or you drive home from work, or whatever it is that you do, whatever you do throughout your life that causes you to take the same path home, right? Or it could be, if you're not, and let's say you're working from home, if there's any scenario, anything that causes you to do repeated actions, such as, driving home from work, taking the same path, either, what's it called? Oh, that's cute. In the back of the deck, we have the fish on a plate. It's like, yes, you deserve to be like a little child, seeing and romanticizing the world. Allow yourself to express the need. I feel like there's an emotion coming through where, in order to feel like you deserve to relax, you need to work so hard to the point where you drop dead. And Spirit is trying to explain to you need to stop those habits, because instead of telling, your behaviors are not telling Spirit and the universe that working out yourself is gonna allow yourself to deserve whatever you have. Instead, when you're literally working to the point where you have no energy at the end of the day, even for yourself, you need to have a little bit of energy to allow yourself to recoup and recharge at the end of the day. And whenever you drop dead, not literally, you just, ironic, it's almost like you're using that to escape life in some way. It's almost like it's not helping. At the end of the day, you're not helping yourself. You're actually lowering your vibration doing that, and you're telling the universe that you quite literally, what is the word? I cannot formulate my words, but to try to simplify what I'm trying to say, the more you work and the more you keep doing what you're doing, and you don't get what you want and what you deserve, and you keep doing what you are doing even though you don't have the results that you are expecting, you're telling the universe that you don't want the results. That's the most simplest way that I can explain what I'm trying to say. So whenever you're working to the point that you're not allowing yourself to enjoy yourself, you're programming your life in a way where you work and then you sleep, and then where's the reward? You don't have the reward at the end of the day. You're not allowing yourself to have that reward, and the universe is like, oh, is that the life that you want? And therefore you're going in a circle, because you're quite literally programming your life to be that way. That's what you don't see. That's the alignment. That's You're writing yourself a story you don't want. And therefore, Spirit is trying to explain to you, you're at a point in life where the little glimmers of the fact that you're angry with yourself and with the world, and it's totally normal because you're only human, it's normal to feel these emotions. And you need to allow yourself to be validated by the fact that you are angry. That is going to allow yourself to think, what can I do to change this? You have to change your behavior. And that's what you don't see. You have to take a different path home. If that helps, allow yourself to look at the world differently. If it's quite literally forcing yourself to take a different path home, if that's what's going to help you feel more adventurous and allow yourself to be more creative in the brain, do it. I think that's something that Spirit is trying to explain to you, like, you're not seeing this, and as a result, I see why the devil wanted to come out twice. The devil came out twice, the first time, and then towards, trying to explain the situation about how, like, it's temptation, it's the fact that it's comfortable, and you need to recognize that even the comfort, the sun is beautiful energy. The sun came out just now, but yeah, you need to allow yourself to see the world in a different lens and try to allow yourself to see the world in the lens that your little self would. Let's see how I can move these cards. That's good. So this is the overall energy we're getting, and this is what you're not seeing. You're not seeing the fact that you're creating a pattern for yourself. However, I'm going to separate this a little bit. However, you're getting these results, and Spirit is trying to express to you that even though it feels hopeless, at the end of the day, you need to have an open mind and see that there is room for growth. And if you don't see that, you're never going to see that. You need to allow yourself to be creative and open-minded enough. And in order to do that, it's to put yourself in a situation where you can be creative. We're getting a lot of cards where you're consistently eating, and I wonder if some of you guys may indulge by overeating. Not overeating. It could be overeating. It could be something I'm not going to mention on this channel, a little bit more sensitive. It could be more about, it could be as simple as eating sweets at the end of the day to try to get that dopamine hit at the end of the day. And that is also very low vibrational. Something that's funny, because I love looking at Pinterest. So if you guys have Pinterest, definitely follow me on there. But I love looking at Pinterest, and there was one thing that came across my feed, and it had to do with like low vibrational behaviors. Oh my gosh, I want to look at it, but I'm currently using my phone to record, so I can't look at it. I would have to pull up my computer. It's going to take forever. It's okay. But basically, it has like all these like behaviors listed, like low vibrational, so like energy takers, that's what it was, and energy givers. And I feel like we all know what we should be doing, but I feel like we end up doing things that are quick and allow ourselves to feel that dopamine hit. And because we're human and it is natural to want to feel comfortable in our situation, we end up doing patterns that go over and over and over again. And I've noticed there's a lot of us, a lot of humanity end up doing that. And that's why unfortunately, a lot of humanity end up being upset with their life because of these habits. You need to recognize that you deserve a better life, and in order to do that, you are the only one that needs to take a step forward and change the pattern. I just thought of like a reference towards a game. So, you know how, is there a different way to explain it? You know how in a game, you'll be playing a game, and there will be step-by-step things that you have to do in order to progress through the game, right? And I feel like the game is programmed. It's pre-programmed, right? Your brain is the programming of the game. And the way that you move through the game is your behaviors and habits. So you're progressing through your game, right? Because you're doing exactly what your brain is programmed to do. You programmed your own brain. But in order to change the game and change the way the game could go, you have to take a different behavior, a different path, something different. I know I keep repeating myself, but I think it just has to do with it could be as simple as just going to the park and going for a walk. Allow yourself to do something different every day, even if it doesn't feel like it's going towards what you want. Eventually, you will realize that you'll have more motivation and more energy to move towards the life that you want, because you're feeling comfortable with the uncomfort of doing something different than what you would normally do in your day. And I think that's what would honestly help you, is just try to do something different every single day. Even if it's I know some of us don't have a lot of time in our day, but it could be as simple as let's say you listen to rock music on the way home and that calms you down, or that gives you energy. What if you just straight up force yourself to listen to high vibrational music? What if you force yourself to listen to country music? Not a lot of us like country. Some people like country, but it's just the fact that you're able to experience things differently. That's the whole point. So, obviously do what you want to do. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm not here to judge you. It is normal what you're going through. It is very, very normal, and I feel you. It's hard. It's really hard, and I want you to know that Spirit understands and Spirit feels. But Spirit doesn't want you to suffer anymore, and that's why the more you consistently do these habits. I don't appreciate you interrupting my reading. No, because the train has to go through right now. I've accepted the fact that the train's just gonna be in my reading. I live very close to a railroad, so I'm very sorry. Eventually in the future, hopefully that will stop, but I'm sure those of you that love me well enough can stay. But yeah, maybe I will have a better camera quality in the future. Maybe I could just tune out the trains, but I can't at the moment. I'm sorry. So yeah, guys, this is intense. Those of you that are here, I'm very grateful you're here, and I just want to explain to you guys, I am not here for I'm not judging you. There is no judgment in this channel. Whatever you're going through is very much understanding. We understand. I understand. I don't know why I keep saying we. I understand what you're going through. Everyone wants comfort, wants satisfaction in their life, and you deserve to feel satisfied at the end of the day. You don't deserve to be suffering. I'm just processing what we just went through. Your emotions are valid, and I think something that you should recognize is that you need to validate your own emotions, because I feel like some of you guys may end up almost blaming yourself or blaming the universe for the emotions that you go through, because you work so hard and you deserve to have the life that you want, but you end up not having it, and you blame the universe for it, because why is it so unfair? And I understand those emotions, and I understand where you're coming from. But Spirit is trying to explain to you that it's all, honestly, we all create our own reality. With the justice, honestly, here too, like, there's a lot of anger, but this cat may seem like a very aggressive cat, right? But honestly, maybe they're just sad. Maybe they just need some love. And that honestly could be you right now. You may seem like a mean person to some people, but it's just that you're tired. It's just that you need attention. It's just that you need love. You need to give yourself that love. And you need to allow yourself to be the child that you deserve every once in a while. And I'm not saying be lazy. I'm saying literally, like, if you want to buy a toy, buy that toy. If it's going to make you happy. There's no shame in that. I bought myself a toy the other day. It makes me happy. We're all children on the inside. But yeah, that's honestly what I got for you guys. So, thank you for sticking around. If you have gone through this far, words. Thank you. If you like this video, definitely give me a like. Comment down below if you have any sort of questions. If you have thoughts, anything, just let me know. If you enjoy me, subscribe. I will definitely be posting much more often. I'm super excited. And put on that notification bell if you want to be notified whenever I do upload a new reading. So thank you guys once again, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good rest of your day. I love you. Bye.